Good evening. Hello, hello, hello. Believe it or not, it's Monday once again. Hi. Hello, Shady, and hello, everybody else. Hope you're all having a good evening. We are indeed here to play Virtua Racing tonight. So let's get inside.
1, 2, 3, go!
Hello, Randa. Welcome. Congratulations on the second place, the first of the stream. Probably not the last though, because I have the controller, so inevitably it will happen again. But yes, how is everybody? I hope you're all keeping well. Rare Monday stream to make up for me being too sleepy to stream on Saturday. I think it'll be quite fun. So we're going to play the Saturn version of Virtua Racing today, which I've never played before. Not properly anyway. I think I may have played it on an emulator for like 5 minutes one time, like many years ago. But yeah, I never really thought to, because this has always been kind of known as a inferior port, I guess, compared to some of the others. Like most people would recommend the PS2 version back in the day, or the 32X version. And it's quite interesting because I recently learned a lot more about this port, and I've been under a lot more interest, a lot more intrigue to actually play it. Shady actually told me about it a while ago, actually, and how curious it is. And yeah, one of the things that makes this one so curious is the fact that it has a bunch of extra stuff compared to the other versions, compared to the arcade version and the various home versions. To recount them all, there was first a Genesis Mega Drive version, which was the first one to come out. And that one really struggles. It runs at about 10 FPS. Oh, DMs? Oh. Okay, Flamebird, I will. Not right now, but in a moment. In a little while. But yes, thank you. And welcome. And yes, what was I saying? So the first version of this to come out was Virtua Racing on the Genesis, which used a special chip to push 3D graphics to the console, which is very, very impressive, but also was really straining it. That was kind of cool. It's kind of cool to think that it was even a possibility to do Mega Drive games that could use 3D. I think they really should have done more with that and maybe extended its life a little bit more, instead of rushing out shit like the Sega CD and 32X and that nonsense. But yes, I digress. After that, there was in fact a 32X version, which is extremely good actually. I think most people prefer the 32X version over this one. But that one had a few benefits over this, in that it was by the Core AM2 team, I believe. Now, yes, we'll be checking this out momentarily, and there's a couple things that are kind of interesting about this, and probably the most bizarre thing about this port by Sega themselves, well, kind of, on Sega's own console, is that it was made with no assets whatsoever from the original game. They did not have the source code, and even though it's on Sega's own console and it's Sega's own arcade game, they outsourced the job to Time Warner Interactive because they were way too busy to get this thing out themselves. They were working on ports of Virtua Fighter, Virtua Fighter 2, and there was a couple of other. There was the original game, Astral, I think it was, the platformer, and they were just doing a whole lot of fucking shit. So they outsourced this one. However, it's kind of infamous at this point how mismanaged Sega was in the mid-90s and how bad the Saturn developers had it. And this is definitely one of those cases, because not only did they not have any source code, but they also didn't have any proper documentation for the console. And the way that they were to program this game is Sega, they did throw them a bone. They gave them a literal arcade machine of this game, and they had to play it and try and replicate how it felt themselves, just purely by playing it. So really taking the super fan approach to rebuilding the game. So it's quite an interesting story. I do highly recommend, if you have an hour free, there's a very good mini documentary on YouTube by Pandemonium specifically about this version of the game. Highly worth a watch. Actually interviews a few of the developers on it and stuff like that, which is a very good insight into what the hell happened here. But yes, it's apparently not a bad version of the game once you get past the fact that it just feels different. It just feels like it's on a different engine, because it is. But it's still got a very interesting story to it, and it came out like just as Saturn did. So like, it's early. It's like, yeah, like I think September, October. No, it was earlier. It was like July '95. I think it came out, and we'll be able to see how sharp the polygons are and all that. So that'll become very clear. So let's jump into it, shall we? All right. So here we have it running. But yes, I talked about it I think last stream, but I once had an import copy of the PS2 version. I think I probably still do somewhere. And that was like considered kind of the best one for a while, because that was actually just a budget title in Japan, but like it was probably the easiest way to actually play the game without resorting to arcade emulation and all that, which back then was kind of tough on 3D games. Nowadays it's not too bad. Let me see. Let's turn the sound on. There we go. Let's make sure that's not coming in too loud. All right, cool. Now. I'll just quickly peek over here. Flamebird DM me something. Let me see what that is. Perhaps a piece of music. I don't know what DMs I'm checking, but I can't see anything. Nothing on Discord or Twitter anyway. Yeah, so never mind. Anyway, here's Twitch. Twitch DM. Is that a thing? I guess it is, isn't it? Oh, Whisper or whatever the fuck. Come on, dude. I don't have Twitch open. All right, hold on a sec. I'll open it right now for you. Oh, it's a SoundCloud link. Thank you. This is the new song that Flamebird made for me. Is it the one from before? Let's have a look. Yeah. The Wipeout style one. Cool. Thank you. The rare whisper. It is rare. It is very rare. And hello, Sonic. Welcome. I've played every version of Virtua Racing apart from this one. Oh, it's good. You'll definitely see the resemblance to Virtua Fighter, though. The original, that is. As it's a very low-poly affair. But a fun one. So this is the Sega Saturn version, which came out in 1995. The original game came out in 1992. So it's 3 years later. And was actually one of the first arcade games I played as well. Alright, here we go. Okay, so this immediately gives you the options of Arcade, Grand Prix, Practice, and Options. I believe... So, Arcade mode is, in fact, the arcade mode from the arcade game. It's relatively unchanged. Grand Prix mode is the interesting one because it's completely different. They've actually... I think they've brought the total courses up from 3 to 10 in this game. So there are 10 courses altogether. So actually a lot more content in this one. A lot more cars as well, as I understand. But for now, we'll have a go at the arcade mode and see if we can do okay. And if anything needs any adjusting, let me know. This game's got quite a nice soundtrack. It's like slightly differently arranged versions of the arcade songs. I believe there's like a track introduction thing. I think you have to go into options for that. But I'll show you guys that. The power of the full motion video. So I believe you go to view track and then Big Forest, which is track 1.
Located in the scenic forests of Bavaria, This track is the perfect place for beginners to get their wipers wet. You'll be babied by the long straight and the gently banked right turn. After you burn across the bridge,
look at it go.
you'll be challenged by a tricky little curved section.
So she's basically telling us what's going to happen.
If you miss the next hairpin at the amusement park, you'll be having ale and bratwurst with the pit crew.
Right. So yes, they've set track 1 in Europe for this one. Presumably Germany, judging by the bratwurst. But yeah, that's like a little feature not many people even know about. But you can get a little overview of each track with a nice lady walking you through them. Yeah, me too, Aardwolf. Welcome. That'll be fun to do. We can just forget about the whole racing thing and just do that. Let me just make sure the sound's okay, because the music's quite loud in this, but the actual game isn't so loud. That should be okay. Okay, so arcade mode. Virtua Racing is burger time. Yeah, I know. You wouldn't expect it. All right, let's do manual transmission and Big Forest. Yeah, that's track 1. All right, here we go.
Located in the scenic forest.
Oh, here we go. She's going to give me the video again. So I don't have to go into options. Cool. You rented this one. Nice. What did you think of it? Did you rent it back in the day? I'm curious what your take on this would have been, because obviously it's a very early 3D game, but honestly it looks a little better than Saturn Daytona. Like, at least it has the limited graphics kind of work to its strengths a little bit. But yeah, it's definitely a little dated by this point. I guess the technology was moving so fast in the mid-90s. A game from 1992 was almost vintage by 1995, you know? Okay, there we go. Just get the controls down. Alright, here we go. The music is considerably amped up a little bit. Got more real instruments and stuff. Okay, here we go. Ba-da-na-na-na-na. Yeah. Small bad Aardwolf, indeed. I need to keep my eyes on the road. Yeah. I remember playing the arcade version all the time as a kid, since a local place had it, until it ended up breaking. Which I think is like most of the cabinets these days, because that was like, I think the backstory as to how Sega even got making 3D games like Virtua Fighter and Virtua Racing is like, they were using like literal military equipment, like the most advanced shit they could possibly get. It's like basically managing to squeeze basically supercomputers into arcade hardware, and yeah, they eventually all broke down. So they were definitely pushing it, but very, very impressive for its time. And yeah, as far as the arcade version goes, this isn't a bad port of it, really. It looks pretty much exactly like it. Only issue is that there's a bit more pop-in and stuff. But like the Saturn, it could do a bit more than this in terms of 3D, but people didn't really know that yet. They were still kind of figuring it out, both fans and developers themselves. It still looks really smooth. Yeah. Definitely. It's one of the benefits of going with an art style like this, for sure. So you're still able to have a bit more smoothness than you could with some more texture map stuff. Okay, there's Ace. So the big key with Virtua Racing, of course, is that you got to stay ahead enough to not get timed out. More so than the actual race, you're racing against time. Yeah, I will say the engine noise is a bit of a downgrade compared to the arcade. That's like the first thing I noticed. The arcade engine noise is real nice, real deep. This one's a little bit of a scooter sounding thing. Need to work on making these turns a little better. As I said, the controls are slightly different. The overall game feel is a little different, but it is responsive and stuff. Certainly not bad. Oh, can I make it? Just barely. Yeah. I think the engine was probably being done in real time, but a sound chip, as opposed to the CD streamed audio that you can do for the music. So yes, it's probably a limitation. But yeah, the Saturn launch window was interesting, especially as I've been watching YouTube videos about it. It really, like, they had that kind of surprise launch in 1995, and a lot of the stuff that came out for it initially was, you know, very rushed stuff, very janky stuff. Like the Daytona USA port is kind of infamous as having a lot of pop-in and a lot of broken polygons and all that stuff. And like this was just after the launch window, and yeah, it's it really does kind of show you, like, especially with the Virtua Fighter port as well on the Saturn. That kind of still had the original look as well, with like the very sharp polygons and stuff. And a little while later, they made Virtua Fighter Remix, which was like a textured version that looked a bit more modern, and that was cool. But like in this early period, you could still kind of get away with having this style because we're still so early into the 3D arms race that, you know, you can still just have a flat shaded game and it's fine. And yeah, it's a great aesthetic too. A couple of indie games have ripped it off since and done similar looking stuff, but it still holds up great, I think. All right, we'll try Big Forest one more time. The graphics peak with this, absolutely. Okay, guy, welcome. We are going to see even better graphics as we get on to the later stages with the bridges and the I think there's one with sheep. All right. We'll also get to see some low polygon babes as well if we perform well.
Located in the scenic forests of Bavaria.
Yeah, I heard you, lady. All right, let's go. All right, I'm gonna try and get first here as I get more to grips with this. It does feel like the original game, but just ever so slightly off, you know. Particularly with turning, it feels a little weirder.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, hell yeah, dude, that's the most 90s evening you could possibly have. Hell yeah. Alright, let's, dude, the original Mortal Kombat film was so good, that's just another classic slice of 90s cheese for sure. Yeah, sounds like a perfect time. And really revolutionary stuff as well. I went a little too young to remember what it felt like when the Saturn came out originally. Like I was only about 4 at that time, I think. But I do remember the N64 and getting that. I think I got it in '97, and definitely like seeing how far 3D stuff was coming and how fast it was developing was really wild. I remember barely being able to keep track of it. By the time you got to the PS2 era, in just a few short years, everything had transformed really fast. And hello, Pinky. Welcome. Hope you've been well. We're playing a bit of Virtua Racing on the Saturn here. So I've got to keep hitting these checkpoints and not crashing, ideally. I'm trying to do a little downshift, which is what I tend to do in the original game. But downshifting doesn't have quite the same amount of engine braking in this version. Though it's not bad. I just might need to actually use the brake a little bit more, which I'm not used to. Okay, there we go. Got 8th place. Here we go. You can also go to the pit stop there, though I'm not quite sure why. I don't think there's actually any vehicle damage in at least this version. I think if you crash enough times in the arcade version, you can eventually become, like, really damaged and unable to drive. But I think the console versions, you couldn't really do too much damage. Alright, I've got up to 7th. Let's keep going. Yeah, exactly, Pinky, exactly. This game kind of represents that exact transition point, you know? This was a console that could do the texture mapping and all that, but, you know, you could still kind of get away with not having any, you know? Yeah, exactly. Dude, I randomly saw, like, on Twitter, I think it was, just a picture comparison of, like, of a PS4 game versus a PS5 game. You know, just some fanboy shit. Just, you know, comparing the two. And I was just looking at them both thinking there is literally no difference. It is the same game. We've completely reached the point of diminishing returns on games now. But growing up in the 90s, it was like absolutely insane how fast things were moving. And this game came out in 1992, and Daytona USA came out in 1994. And like, that's 2 years. And that's like texture mapping, that's like, you know, 60 FPS and like blistering speed, like 40 cars on screen. It's like an incredible transformation. And, you know, really it was only like a year, really, because I think Daytona USA had like location tests in like late 93. So like, they were just pumping them out like absolutely nobody's business. Alright, I'm going to try Grand Prix mode now. I think this shuffles the order a little bit, so it might give me a new track to start with. I've yet been able to actually finish a race. Alright, do not load anything. Alright, new game. Yeah, no, absolutely. It's been going on for a long time, but I don't think it's ever been clearer than the era we're in right now. You know, there's been talk of coming out with like a PS5 Pro recently. Like I saw that on Twitter as well, and it's like, dude, who on earth would buy that? The thing already has no games, and there's you know, what advantages are you going to get from a Pro version of it? It's already like exactly the same as the PS4, you know. But yeah, one of the reasons that indies are particularly standout is that, exactly. So the first track on the Grand Prix mode is Amazon Falls, and what the Grand Prix mode is essentially a bunch of unique tracks that were made just for this version of the game that scale in kind of a starting off from easy to hard, and they include the original arcade tracks as well. So it's 10 tracks in total, at least from what I've read. I think we should start with Big Forest. Oh, no, we'll start with Amazon Falls, excuse me. Yeah, exactly. They play the same game from 2018, given a fresh coat of paint. Or, God, when did... GTA 5 is like 10 years old this year, right? So, yeah, like, not to mention even more horsepower to play games from 2013, which we're still doing. Oh, team, okay. What should I be? Team Apollo, Team Atlantic, Team Beret, Team Saturn, Team Europa... Fedora. While we installing Linux here. Lightspeed, Apex, Shred. I like Shred. I love the Windows word art style here. Very 1995. Speedwork, Acme, Hurricane, Team VR. Nice. Warp. Yeah, exactly, Rick. No, me too. I'm welcome. Yeah, it's crazy how they come out with, like, you know, versions of games from not even 10 years ago that somehow managed to look worse. Like the Last of Us remake they did. And not that I particularly know anything about that series, but, like, I did see the comparison shots, and, yeah, they sort of replaced people with more live actors and stuff like that. And it's just kind of diluting the soul more and more, you know, which I think is kind of what's happening across AAA gaming in general. And another one that comes to mind is another recent example is when they made the PS5 version of the PS4 Spider-Man game, and they replaced the actor in that as well, and somehow the expressions and everything just look worse. Like, what the fuck? How are you going backwards? Yeah, it really is. It is normally trash. Exactly. But I only know it from the people shitposting about it, really. Yeah. Word art, absolutely. Big word art vibes on these. X Team, Zero. I quite like Zero, but also X Team is quite cool. Yeah, the shitposting is the good part. I would agree. All right, let's go. Let's go for the closest thing to a pink car for Pinky's sake. Starting off in South America. Let's leave it on automatic for now. Okay, register our name. How the fuck do I do this? Control wise. There we go. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like, you'd think that with things being as advanced as they are, people would kind of realize that they're going backwards when they're making new versions of games, but they don't. You know, it's like I guess the things that kind of stick out when you're playing games, rather than how many pores of skin you can see on the graphics, is like how the expressions convey emotions and stuff like that. And if you make so many alterations to making the graphics more advanced and lose that in the process, then you're actually going backwards. It's the same as the some of you guys might be familiar with the Final Fantasy X remake that came out about a decade ago, and that one got hit really badly because they lost the original models or something, so they had to remake everything, and the expressions are just fucking non-existent in that game. Everybody makes the same stupid doll face the entire game basically. And, you just remove all the emotion from the game. But you can see more pixels, so it's better, Yeah, their eyes are sunken into their head. They are. It's real bad, isn't it, Oddwolf? I pity them, I certainly do. But, yes, we're about 1995 today. We're about, about when things were evolving very fast.
Very fast Amazon Falls Raceway.
Exactly, Pinky, exactly. And on a positive note, the remake of this that came out for the Switch recently is actually very good, and doesn't make any graphical compromises at all. It still has 10 polygons per model. Like, it still looks exactly the same. They just did it again. They just used the original code and made a modern version of it, which is all you need to do. It's that fucking simple. Oh, look at this go-kart! Fuck yeah! All right. Our first look at the original vehicles now. This farty little thing. Yeah, why make game if we can sell old game? It does feel like we're eventually going to get to the point where, well, we're already at that point, but like, it really does seem like the only thing that AAA developers think can sell is nostalgia, Which is why we're seeing old games from a time when people actually gave a shit, but wheeled back out over and over and over. Almost like every franchise you ever liked is going to wind up being desecrated in front of everybody eventually. Oh Jesus, this thing's really wild to control. It's very fast though. But yeah, this is pretty smooth for a Saturn game actually. I will say it definitely performs better than Saturn Daytona. It's about on par with like Saturn Sega Rally, which is also very good. The thing is, the Saturn could do some 3D games quite well. It was a little weaker than the PlayStation, but it wasn't that bad. But like, a lot of it, especially in this early era, was that people just didn't understand how to use it. It was complicated hardware. Yeah, no, they only remake games that are popular and not the games that need it. God forbid you actually try and improve a game in the process. More about retelling the same story, stuff like that. You might be onto something there, Ardwolf, but honestly, at least in terms of video games, there wasn't much innovation after the 90s, but there was a little bit. I'd say maybe about, late 2000s maybe might have been the last point it felt like anything interesting was happening. Indie games have been good forever though. Like, I've been into indie games really since I was a kid, so I understand that, and I'm very glad that hasn't changed and that people are still doing interesting stuff there. I love the low poly Moai heads, dude. That's such a look. Yeah, this track is just a circle, so it's fairly easy. Just a matter of turning right. Okay. But yes, this go-kart was not in the original game at all, or any other version. So it's already flexing the changes. Oh, is this it? One more lap, I think. Lap 4, that was. Hold on, I need to catch up with the chat a little bit. I'm zooming behind here. I think we're extremely lucky to have grown up with these games as technology evolved. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Absolutely. I mean, even if you didn't, they're still fun to revisit. I'd still recommend Azuma check out like some of this stuff, just because it's they really did care about making it fun, AAA is an outdated concept. Welcome to proper competition. Yeah. AAA is outdated. I think you can tell how outdated it is by the fact that like there was nobody at E3 this year. Like they know nobody gives a shit, you know? It's like the era has kind of ended. And on top of that, Sega kind of shot themselves in the foot with the vendors because of all the stuff they did with the CD32X. Yes, absolutely. That is a big aspect of all of this. Really, like, the Saturn shouldn't have come out as quickly as it did. Like, you know, they had all this. I think the Eastern and Western division were butting heads a little bit, and they wanted to extend the life of the Mega Drive a little bit more, which is fine. But I feel like one part of Sega wanted to do it, and the other part didn't, and that led to the Saturn coming out as early as it did, and the 32X and all that nonsense, trying to extend the life of the Genesis at the same time. But the 32X version of this game is good. The 32X hardware on its own is not like a terrible, travesty. It was very good for like arcade ports and stuff like that. But it just didn't really need to exist. All they needed to do was just release the Saturn, but like release it a little earlier. So you could still put out a few more 2D games. But like, I don't know. It was all about 3D by this point. People knew Super Mario 64 was coming. They'd seen, Ridge Racer and stuff like that. It was all about 3D. So, like, Sega had to at least try and compete. But in reality, the Saturn hardware was not quite a 3D powerhouse. Although it did have certain other benefits. Is there a AAA game made in the last decade that broke new grounds or innovated in any way? I can't think of any. It's all committees making games now. Sega was too far ahead that they fell way behind. Yeah, honestly. Listening to some of the stuff Yu Suzuki said around this time as well is really interesting, because he was obviously the pioneer of a lot of this arcade stuff, and he was working very hands-on on the Saturn, and was basically like a technical genius who could like really push this shit. But like he always just wanted to make fun games that were like kind of immersive and would kind of like make you feel like you're really there and you're really playing, and be fun at the same time. And like a lot of that just got lost in the process as we went further and further along the gen. But yeah, Sega always had their heart in the right place, particularly in terms of making the actual games. But like that, there was just a bunch of horrible mismanagement that continued until like fairly recent years. They could not manage their way out of a paper bag in the 90s, dude. It was so bad. And the real tragedy is I guess the Dreamcast, which I bought on like release day as a kid. I was so excited for it, and the Dreamcast was excellent. I had like a really good launch, but like as Famebird mentioned, like the confidence in from the retailers and all that was already kind of lost. Like the Saturn did a lot of damage, and the Dreamcast wasn't enough to salvage things, especially with the PS2 on the horizon. It was kind of the beginning of the end right now in 1995, but Sega didn't know it at the time, And hello, Talking Trash. Welcome. Is that the end? No, we've still got at least one more lap. Let me catch up on the chat here. EA Plus single player is dead. 12 years later, 90% of Steam top seller list is single player. Ah, right. I bet there's millions of CEO money you pay well deserved. Yeah, that honestly, any idea that an executive gets in their head is usually a bad idea. And that whole push that multiplayer games had for a while was very much the same thing, There was legitimately a time where it felt like, there was a push to just get rid of single player games entirely. But like it was just executives getting the completely wrong idea as usual, and it resulted in a lot of franchises going that route and like fucking dying on their ass, because that's just how it goes. But yeah, there was a lot of weird executive decisions with Sega around this time as well. I know the Saturn surprise launch is one of the more infamous ones. That's another case where apparently the Western side of Sega of America, didn't want to do it, but Sega of Japan did. Partially because that's what Sega of Japan had done for every other console release up to that point. I think they did it with the Mega Drive originally, and found great success by basically doing the same thing. Putting out the console a little bit earlier than the competition, putting out a bunch of arcade ports. And they basically, wanted to do the same thing again because they figured, well, if it worked before, it'll work again, and it didn't work again. Like it was, they did. The idea was to release before Sony, release before the PlayStation, and release before Nintendo. And while they did do that, they didn't have any actual games, anything good. They had like, Pebble Mills Golf Links or whatever the fuck. they had like that crappy Daytona USA port. Like they had nothing, and that made them look not very good. So that was again another case of an executive having this bright idea that wasn't really a bright idea. Because the Saturn hardware was not at fault. Like, there was some great stuff released later in its life. Like, obviously, Virtua Fighter 2 looks tremendous still. Runs at, like, a great frame rate. Has really detailed characters for the time. Like, there's so much shit that came out later on that, like, is not as well remembered as the launch stuff. Because it came out later. Especially over here, where, like, it was almost, it was almost completely dead after a couple of years. So anything that came out in like 1998, nobody would have fucking heard of. I've got all these laps. Must be nearly at the end. We're on lap 9 now. I think it's 10 laps, I think. Oh, don't go too close to the side or I'll lose all my speed. Duly noted. What's interesting that Virtua Racing does that I don't think a lot of other racing games do is instead of having like music on the track, they just have like these little interludes that play every time you go over a lap, which is quite a nice style. But in this case, it does lead you to listening to this rather terrible engine noise more, which is a shame. Is this the final lap? It is! Alright. Let's have a look at the chat. Hold on one second, I'm falling behind a bit. Compare Saturn to Genesis and SNES, and then Dreamcast, N64, and PSX, and they were unfortunately always released right as the competition got better. Yeah, exactly. In the case of the Mega Drive, like it didn't really matter because the games were good enough. Like the Mega Drive is a bit weaker than some of the other than Super Nintendo in a lot of ways, particularly with colors and stuff. But like it didn't matter because they had good games and they had an audience that they found. In the US at least, and over here, they found it with a lot of it was like sports games and stuff like that. It kind of became the go-to console and stuff like Mortal Kombat. It was the more grown-up choice, if you will. And it didn't really carry to the Saturn really. And part of it was just they had the right hardware, but they had it at the wrong time. If they'd released just a little bit early, they would have been able to get more of a foothold. But they couldn't do anything about it, Shitting the console out with no games didn't salvage anything, Yeah, oversaturate a niche market with a company that can't compete directly and is afloat because of buyouts and underhanded business practices. Man, that sure is EA. Okay, back to business. Sorry I can't quite keep up with the chat. I need to resize my window a little bit. That might help because everything's getting squashed a bit. Hold on a sec. There we go. The console design for the first gen Genesis / Mega Drive with the headphone volume slider. Yeah, that one's beautiful. Absolutely. I have the second model myself. The second model is very cute to look at, but the hardware is a little bit worse. But I do have a modded version that's like a little bit better. Has better sound at least. So like it's Yeah, and the Genesis 3 was the worst ever. Yeah, and to be fair, Nintendo has been dead last for a long time now, Like, the GameCube and the Wii were basically the same hardware, and the Wii U and the Switch were basically the same hardware. Like, they just make the same shit twice, and they get away with it because they actually have the good games to go on the damn thing. Oh, your vengeance will be legendary. I'll look forward to it then. It's okay, I'll be fine now. I just had to move my windows around. The game has taken up a lot of real estate. Okay, we're almost there. We're going to win this one. It's only easy mode though, so it's okay. Some of the indents they have here are quite swanky. Nice guitar on that one. But yeah, Nintendo, in that sense, like, they are the only winner of this gen, you know? Like, it can't really be argued. The PS4 and Xbox Series X and all that, the PS5, I should say, they are just irrelevant. Like, there's really nothing going on there. They're just PCs, you know? They're just PC boxes that have the same hardware as fucking everything else, and people are still buying the PS4. People are still playing games on the PS4 and Xbox One because they can't get the new fucking consoles because of chip shortages. Like, it's just been a complete disaster. But, you know, Nintendo are still releasing old hardware and still doing fine. So it just shows you what's important. Yeah, respectable drops in the frame rate. I completely agree. I was saying that for the Sega Saturn, which is not known for its 3D, it's very respectable. Yeah. Exactly. You shouldn't be fighting over the same parts anymore. Yeah. Exactly. It's you know, it's fine if you don't have a PC, I guess. But if you do, like, what the hell are you doing buying a console? You know, there's basically no advantage anymore. Another thing that's good about this gen, not to go too much into boomer nostalgia, but like going back to like Saturn, PlayStation, N64, like there were unique differences to every console. You know, like the Saturn version here, the Saturn games have slight drawbacks that PlayStation games don't, and N64 games have slight drawbacks that neither of the other two do. And there's nothing like that anymore. Everything is exactly the same. The PS4 might run your game at a slightly lower resolution than the PS5, maybe, or maybe it'll drop a few more frames. That's it. It doesn't. No, there's nothing else different, you know. But like, yeah, back then there were radical differences all the time. N64 games, for instance, would get the rap of being blurry, while Saturn games would have the rap of having horrible pop-in and exploding polygons. PS1 games would be too pixelated, you know, shit like that. That's fun. Save to my cartridge RAM here. Spike, are you enjoying this game? Yes, so far. The go-kart stage was fun. The actual arcade mode is a little hard, but I think the Grand Prix mode is is there to kind of guide you into it, you know? I'll just put my name in here. Oh, slow name entry. Just put SBK. Current gen PC desktop, no display or nothing. Starts at 1,000 3D units, pretty much. Yeah. It is. It's still pricier to get a PC than a decent PC than a console, but a PC will last you a bit longer, I think. Then again, I say that, but like you can still play stuff on a PS4. So you know they are putting out new consoles, but you don't necessarily need them. You know. So yeah, you know, if you want to buy a console, you can, but there's less point than there's ever been right now, you know. Anyway, we're in Australia for the next one. Let's give it a try. The Surface Speedway Oval.
I raced at Surface Speedway. I set a world record. Here's what it's like down there.
Wow, she's a gamer.
Wide, steeply banked. Next, a long straight. Hint. Avoid the left foot like a leg. Second turn, a flat right-hander with more sand than
Saturn showing off its FMV capabilities here.
turn, and you're back to the beginning.
Okay. Yeah, 5-year circle. That sounds about right. I love these stupid track introductions. Alright, so let's try this one. Are we in the go-kart again? Or do we get a new vehicle? Oh, go-kart again. Alright, let's go. Oh shit! I like that the animation is pretty much the same as the arcade version when you crash. It does that little spin. But yeah, in terms of like just nailing the aesthetic of the game, this port does a really good job. Everything's still flat shaded and very sharp. You know, they had kind of when I was watching that documentary, they talked to one of the developers and they said like even in 1995 this was already considered a classic, so you had to nail the aesthetic and you had to have it look exactly as it did. Even though they could have put textures on everything and tried to make it look gritty and realistic, it would be pointless to do so because this is what people want, you know? People want sharp polys. And it helps the performance too, so it's a net positive, really. Matrix neuro interface, yes, indeed. I'm sure in about 20 years that will certainly be an upgrade that you can get. Yeah, exactly. Well, that's gonna be. I would say that's gonna be us, but that's basically us right now. That's basically what the whole stream's been. So it's already like that. Some nice boats in the water there. This go-kart has a max speed of 90, it appears. It's not going any faster, but that's fine. Is this another 10-lap deal? I think it might be. But yeah, they had to remake this game entirely from scratch, basically, and for that, I think they did a very good job. I was actually expecting it to control a little bit worse, but it generally gets the job done. I will say, I think the go-kart and the original vehicles actually control a little bit better than the arcade vehicles, which probably makes sense because they can give them more conventional controls as opposed to a Formula 1 style. Okay, there we go. But yes, the AI is not putting up much of a fight in this mode. Maybe I should try changing it to normal difficulty or whatever. I think it defaults to easy/novice, I think. Is this 4th lap? Yeah, I guess it must be a 10-lap deal. If I quit the race, does it like give me a penalty? Can I do it? Oh shit. Well, don't count your tickets. I might still die here. But yeah, to put in perspective, like how fast things were evolving, like the when this port of this game came out in '95, like I think Daytona USA was already out, and that was out a year prior, and I think the Sega Model 3 was out the next year. Sega Model 3, of course, was like Scud Race and Sega Rally 2 and all that, like that, and that's basically PS2 level graphics. You know, in 1996, like it's already like moving that fast. So you know, this it's kind of back in the day. Another thing that the Zoomers can't quite understand is there was kind of a lag between like arcade hardware and home hardware. And that like lag was closing bit by bit, more and more each passing year. There was still a bit of a lag here, but like some of the arcade ports you saw were actually pretty fucking close. I think by the end of the 90s they were getting pretty damn close. The PS1 version of Tekken 3, I remember being the first time I thought, well, this is just literally the arcade game. Like there's no drawbacks at all here. And the Saturn version of Virtua Cop as well was very good. This one you can kind of see it's like not quite as smooth as the arcade version, although it's good. It's good. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, talking trash? You gonna laugh? Gonna point and laugh at the old people? Yeah, this is too easy. This is too easy. I gotta amp up the difficulty a bit. I don't actually know. Oh no! Okay, I know what I can play instead. Actually, no, I don't. I think I do actually. Hold on. So let me save a state here, and I'll perhaps play something else for you. Let's take a racing break, shall we? What a little mischievous monkey he is. So if I quickly switch my folder out, one second, everybody, to this folder here. I think I have something that we can all play together. I could torment you guys a bit more. Okay, so bear with me. I'm just going to load this up. Wait, nothing happened. What the fuck? It's not updating my folder. That's confusing. I think it must be the wrong one. Bear with me. Downloads. I think it was this one. 30 years. Parent, please stop. My implants get me direct access to a database, literally all of humanity's wisdom up to this point. Child, but no. Let me tell you more about these nuts joke. Yes. Well, I mean, you got to teach them the classics, you know. Okay, so quickly switch this folder to this folder, and I should be good to go here. And we can take a little Virtua break from Virtua Racing. I'll actually play another Saturn launch title. This one was actually about 2 weeks after launch, but this one's an actual launch title, which I've played before. It'll be coming up in just a moment as I go through all my bullshit here. Using Medlafen is a bit confusing, but it's a solid emulator at least. I do have an actual Saturn, but it is a PAL Saturn, which means the video from it is god awful, and it runs at about 10 FPS. I need to get a Japanese one imported at some point. Okay, almost there. How would you even explain a D's nuts joke to a child? Shit, I thought I had it. Fuck. Hold on. Is it? Hold on. Fuck, I don't even have the game I'm looking for. God damn it. Would you teach your child about these nuts, though? Does it constitute important wisdom a parent might teach your child? If they're about to go on the internet, I guess you can tell them. You can tell them what to expect. Oh, you know, you'll get in there and somebody will make a these nuts joke at you, you know, or ask you, "What's up, dog?" Did you hear that E3 is changing to E10? I don't think you should tell your child about Goatsy. Why is it changing to E10, Dawkins Trash? Is there something I should know? I do know that nobody was at E3 last time, so that's not good. E10, these nuts, damn. Oh, like eating. Yeah, I see. I see how it is. Okay, we're just going to take a game break here. I've got something. I have got something else in mind. If I can just grab it. There we go. Make sure you get the Saturn version of this. There we go. Okay. Oh, fuck, I don't want that. God damn it. Alright, this site. I can't believe I even left the stop playing this redeem on. I don't even remember what the purpose of that thing was. Pool Legend. Damn, that's the game. The game I want isn't even on any good sites. Is this one okay? Is this a CHD? No, it's fine. Okay, that one takes 7 minutes. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll just chill for that. Tip your waitress. Yeah. You could always do a little better with these nuts jokes. Okay, let's finish this race. I took a little playtime break, but we can return. I might need to remove a layer. 1 second. It's a little hot. All right, let's go. Oh, dude, listen to that lovely noise. I wish this game did have a bit more actual music. It would be nice. It's a very brapcore game for sure. The go-kart, I think, is the brappiest of all vehicles. Yeah. This game's, well, at least the go-kart mode is kind of easy. Like, it's not really challenging me at all. The Formula 1 cars have slightly looser control, but the go-karts are very, very tight and pretty easy to maneuver. So I'm just lapping everybody. But after I finish this one, I think I'll adjust the difficulty a little bit so I can maybe not have quite an easy ride on stream. Did have a little crash there, but the game's not too punishing when you have little crashes. Still got a fair bit of distance on everybody. You can see the red guy behind me is the person in second place. I'm already quite a bit ahead of him. Yeah, sorry, Pinky. That's the closest I could get. Magenta, huh? I mean, well, at least we know all the different shades of not pink there is. Okay. So we got 3 more laps. Yeah, you're already not forgiving me about one thing. So, how bitter are you planning to become? Okay. Okay, after this, there's 2 more laps. It's fucking 10 lap races with nobody even putting up a fight. Okay, come on. I do think the arcade version has slightly more satisfying crash noises as well. These ones don't make enough of a racket. Almost. Come on. I think it had like 20 cars in the arcade version as well instead of 16, but that might just be the go-kart race that has 16. Alright, come on. Are you going to see to it, Pinky? That'd be a hell of a thing to tell people. Once their house is burning down and people are rioting in the streets, that it was all my fault. Ah, come on. You can do it, Pinky. Believe in yourself. Okay, let's take after this race, let's take a little bit of a driving break. Play another Saturn game, and then we'll come back and play more of this. We're almost beating this race, though. Momentarily. There we go. Oh, fuck, one more. I love the low poly palm trees. That's a real Sega aesthetic there. Good name, yeah. Definitely. We're almost there. I read very mixed opinions on whether the Sega Saturn could do transparency or not. You can see underneath the car there's kind of like a mesh effect. It really differs from game to game. I think they're hard to do, but I don't think it's impossible. But this game didn't do them. I might talk with Yellowstone Super Volcano Demon Bro. He can simplify things a lot. Oh, I see. Okay. He sounds like the guy. Yeah, low poly palm trees. Yeah, absolutely. It's a cute name. Okay, there we go. That's 2 first place in a row. Okay. So let's get out of story mode here. Should do a RAM save first. Graduate. Should I do it, chat? We're graduating to the next circuit, not out of VTubing, thankfully. Sorry to spring this on you all of a sudden, chat. We've graduated to the shiny red and white car. Alright, let's save. Yep, save the cartridge RAM. Alright, cool. Let's go back to the menu. Ba 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 ba. Okay, 1 second. Let me just set my folder here. Bow 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 bow. Okay, so bear with me, everybody. I'm going to play something else now, so you guys don't get too sick of the farty noises. We'll play something chill, shoot some balls for a bit while we're on the Saturn. Yeah, no, we do not need anybody else graduating. That's right, that's right. Certainly not.
Presented by Data East.
So, this is this is Minnesota Fats Pool Legends, which I've played before. It's
Minnesota Fats Pool Legend.
AKA Side Pocket 2. Is that so, Pinky? So it's that easy, huh? Well, you redeemed stop playing this, so I'm playing something else. Is this the modded version with brap sound effects? Funnily enough, I don't have that version. Wait, what the fuck? Hold on. Had a little crash. Bear with me. Oh, I think I need to... I tried to mess with my controls while the emulator was running, and I think it crashed, but it's okay. Pull with pink pixels. Maybe? Maybe. It's possible. But there's no guarantees here. I'm just going to quickly swap over the buttons. Come on! So much scuff. Okay, here we go. Control pad. There we go, there we go. Okay, set the buttons. Let's do this quickly. That one. That one. That one. C. I am just configuring my emulator buttons right now. Please bear with me. I was only set up for one game today, but we have to make it work. But yeah, we'll play some pool, which I'm always doing these days. I've become a bit of a pool streamer. It was not the direction I expected I'd go, but it's the direction we've gone. Let's put these on here. Just leave it on the keyboard. That's fine. I think that should be enough. Actually, I can set them to these ones here. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, let's go. Let's play this one. Should work okay now. Let Panda be with me instead. Panda from Tekken. Maybe not a bad idea. Pandas are cute.
Presented by Data East.
That's still Kuma. It's a palette swap technically. I did. Well, the I assume there's no low poly fart sounds in this one. I would assume. Why is my button not working? What the fuck? Oh my god! I don't know what's happening. I keep I'm setting the controls and they're not registering. I think I'm getting fucked over here by something. Like it's not letting me reconfigure my controls anymore. I had it all set up for Virtua Racing. Come on. I think it's because it keeps resetting to the 3D control pad. Maybe. I don't fucking know what's going on here. Okay. Save per game. Yes. Virtual port 1. Okay, are we all right? We all set up? I think so. And yeah, we're definitely scuffing. We're definitely scuffing all over the place here. Okay, everything set? I think so. Start button. Is start button set to something? It definitely is. Okay. Come on, game. Come on. What the fuck is going on now? So much scuff. Okay, that's set, I think. Wait, no, it's reset everything. I pressed the wrong button. Oh, fuck. Wonderful. Okay, B, C, down, left shoulder. If this doesn't work, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Hope that fucking Virtua Racing still works. But yes, we're scuffing it a little bit as usual. Come on, Paul. What have you done? All right, here we go. All right, set that to this, and that. Come on, set it. Good lord. Okay, I think we're good. Make sure everything has a tick. This emulator is like ancient, by the way. shit is taking a while to configure. There we go. Alright, can I close this and still have it save? Please. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try again. Hope for the best here. Here we go. Come on, Paul. I just wanted to take a little break, but in the end, I'm scuffing it even harder than I was before. All right, it's working now.
Minnesota Fats, Pool Legend.
Okay, let's go. Let's do Hold on. I should try a tournament. It is pool. I don't think I ever tried the tournament mode on this. I did play the story mode before. It's BBW theme? Not quite. Wonder if I should play the story mode. Maybe I should. Lag? Yep. I'm sure. Look at that sprite scaling. Beautiful. I have no idea how to get back to the menu, so fuck it. Let's just play this one. Nice aim. But yeah, it's that classic the mouth movement, that classic Data Easter engine here. Now thinking. The aiming grid resolution. Oh, it's a little better. Not by much though. Oh, she got it in. They doubled it. They did. It's a 32-bit game now, of course. We've moved on from the 16-bit era. Let's get this one. Nice. Oh. Yes, this Data East engine had many iterations. Well, almost. See what the AI goes for here. This is like a proper pool game though. You're not just playing against yourself. You're playing against an actual CPU. Does make it a little more interesting. Let's go over here. Let's do a little train if we can. There we go. Bum ba-dum ba, bum bum ba, bum ba-dum ba. Yeah, I hope you got your money's worth. The black ball's there. Let's go and hit this one. On the side. Can I control my English on here? I'm sure I can. One of these fucking buttons. Can't figure it out. That's fine. Let's go. Oh, not quite. So this was as I mentioned, this was also a Sega Saturn launch title back in 1995, and you can definitely see the advantages going to the 32 bits had. It's got double the res, but I still suck. And yeah, this was considered kind of outdated when it came out. People did kind of complain that it felt like a last-gen game. Because, of course, it is completely 2D, you know? But there's still benefits. And thank you for the hydrate, Filius. Welcome, welcome. Got it. There's the English. Okay, let's try put a little spin on this one. Oh, didn't quite go in. Yes, I'm still looking like I'm gonna get my ass kicked. Clean up. I will. It's very, very 1995 of them to use real people as well as instead of sprites as well. Let's aim for this. Power. There we go. That works. Oh wait, that doesn't work. That was their ball. I forgot we're playing by traditional rules here. Oh, look at this! Nice shot. Trick shot. No good there. Here we go. Right. My turn, my turn. Let's go here. And we'll aim for this one. Nice. Okay, we're aiming for circled balls here. Almost. Yeah, we're not quite at the full 3D yet. Doom's out, of course, so like, you know, you have partial 3D. But, you know, there's a lot of Doom clones on the market where, you know, FPSs tend to have the sprites and stuff. So yeah, we're not at Quake level yet, so still some primitive 2D stuff hanging about. This did also get a Mega Drive version, as I recall, but this was the real version. We're still okay for now, but not for long. She might be ready to clean up. I know. I fucked up there. Shit, look at this this show off here. There was no need for that. Alright, time to change. I'm on stripe, so let's go for it again. Controller's a bit finicky here. Alright, I'm going to aim for this one and go a little spin on it. A little bit left. Go! Nice! Perfect! That's how it's done. Alright. I've snookered myself here, though. Not an ideal shot by any means, but if we do a little bounce, it'll be okay. Power! Oh, not bad. Not quite in there. Bank shot? You think so? That's true, that's true. Oh. That didn't count. Yeah, we can't beat her up. I wouldn't mind whacking her with a stick, actually. This chick. From what I remember of the FMV, she's pretty cute. Also insane. Oh! I was attempting something there that may have not been the smartest move. But it's okay, it's okay. Oh, it's gonna pop the black. No, no. There's still time. Okay, let's go for the green. Actually, maybe the purple. Yeah, go for the purple. I don't know. Excuse me. Let's go. Hold on, let's swing it slightly right. I love the shot of Mr. Fats just smiling. Oh, it was too much. Actually. Oh, no, it was too much. Bow, bow, bow. There we go. And I think I can get this without any tricks. Beautiful! Hell yeah. Alright, just the black ball left. Call my shot. Alright, I'm gonna say, hold on. I'm gonna say, I'll get it in here. You're really yelling at your screen. You'll be yelling in a moment, dude, when I fuck this up. If you think you're yelling now, just you wait. Alright, I've called it. I've called it. It remembers. Yes, yes. I'm gonna... Oh, fuck. How should I do this? How should I do this? Maybe I shouldn't have called it. Alright. Ever so slightly to the left. No, ever so slightly... Yeah, like that. Alright. And not too hard. About here. Nah, it was too hard. I'm sorry. I'm about to get whipped here. All she's got to do is pop the red, so... Yeah, there we go. Now we're both on black. Pain, Becca. I think I might be about to lose. Alright, I got another chance to call my shot. Okay, okay. Okay, this time, I'm going to get it. I cannot possibly fuck this up. Oh, she's calling her shot. Excuse me, excuse me. Still her turn, but she didn't get it. She didn't get it. Alright. I don't get to call my shot twice. Oh, I do, I do. I was thinking, no way, right? No, I can do it. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna get it in there. I absolutely am. No doubt, no doubt. Powerful shot. Powerful shot. Oh, no, that's not good. That's not good. Well, the pain continues, I'm afraid. Okay, she's calling her shot and she's going to put it in there. No, no, not throwing for content. You know, sometimes it's just hard to get the balls in the right place. Is this me? Am I back? Yeah, I'm back. Okay. Let's go... we've got to be... Alright. Here. 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 That one. Go! Oh my god, why is my aim so fucking awful? I thought I had it lined up perfectly there, but I don't know. Maybe he's got a shaky arm or something. Maybe he should take a pill first. It's just become a battle of idiots between me and the AI here. Both of us too incompetent to get the ball in the hole. I am calling this corner right here. Now that the Para Cockney mode has been activated, that means that I'm about to win this whole game. Just you wait. Just you wait. Gonna happen right here. This shit won't know what it is. I swear to God, mate. Gotta be raining cats and dogs in here when when the party starts after I pot this one. I'm gonna get it right in the pot. Here we go. I'm gonna do it just like this. Let's go. Oh, look at that power! You can't teach that. You can't teach it. All right, there we go. See, first try. It's just that easy. When you spend all your time hustling London pool halls, it's just that easy, everybody. We get to take Tina's money. Yeah, I'll take a bit of that, thank you.
Hey, Fats, you're okay. So where to now? Oh, that's right. You're after G. Well, I'm warning you. You got some brushing up to do before you can even try hustling Big G. What do I know?
The editing. That was stressful. Yeah. I do apologise about all the stress, but yeah. Let's play. Shall we play another match while we're here? Oh yeah, the big lad here.
How you doing? Long time no see.
Was this girl a porn actress? Probably. I can't say for sure. Wouldn't surprise me though, you know.
Join the man. Big bucks, you know what I mean? You see, I'm not the diamond you used to know. I've become quite a...
Remember this idiot?
And as you can see, it's become rewarding. Now that I've got...
Let's take all his money.
Not going anywhere without crossing two sticks with me.
Yes, the FMVs are a lost art for sure.
Especially if I get to...
This is like... This was released like a week apart from Virtua Racing. This is the other shit that was going on in gaming at the time. The FMV mania. God almighty. You cannot get away from it. Well, I'm putting what is this, like $100,000 on the line? Let's go. Well, YouTube exists, but it's not quite the same. Let's see how I do in the lag shot. Alright. Gotta have bad FMV. If Red Alert is anything to go by, it's a secret ingredient. Okay, let's see if we can clear up. Nothing. Right, I'll have one more game in this, then we'll play more Virtua Racing. Oh, here we go. He got stripes, I think, so I guess I'm on solids. Yep. Bum 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 bum. Let's have... Can't have that one because I'm on solids. Let's have the green. Bit too close to the yellow there. Okay, I think go for the yellow, but go this way. See what this does for us, if anything. Oh, we got one of his balls. I'm not stripes. I was stripes in the last one. I'm solids on this one, aren't I? Well, no, you're right. You're right. I am stripes. Shit. As I wasn't paying enough attention. Oh, well, he got one of my balls there, so that's okay. He is. No, you're right. You're right. I was getting confused by the menu. It came up and said solids, but I guess it was talking about him. Okay, well now I'll hopefully win. Considering I didn't even know where I was before. Let's try this shit. No pink ball, 1 out of 10 game. I don't think pink is a common colour in traditional pool. Maybe there's a snooker variant with it. Shall we go with the green maybe? Let's try a bit of a tricky shot with the green. And that's the answer here. Let's go like that. Oh, look at that! Beautiful! Yeah. Wait, what? Was that not... Was that not my ball? What the fuck? I thought that was a solid. Oh no, I'm fuck, I thought it was a stripes. No. Shit. Pink is the 13th ball, yeah. There we go. Now we know. Excuse me. Oh yeah, it is pink. What? I don't know though. I think Pinky would contend that that's not pink, but it is technically pink, yes. Oh, can I please pot a stripe ball, please? My brain is like not operating at full speed here, not that it ever is. There we go. Please engage brain break. I'm struggling. I'm fucking struggling, Pinky. Ah. He's already on the black ball. I'm not surprised you're getting heated. Oh, well, his shot didn't work out so well. There's still a chance. Alright, obviously I gotta go purple. Oh, come on, controls, come on. There we go. Oh, fuck, the D-pad's a little finicky here. There we go. Right. Just a bit of light tap and a little bit of spin. Just a little. There we go. That's right, Pinky. The fat man must suffer. Shall we bounce it? Nah. I say, try this. I didn't do anything. I think my controls are a little messed up from all that reconfiguration, so that's making aiming a little harder. But it's still just copium. Yeah, thank you. It's better to get yourself in a decent position, if nothing else. Every shot is off by a mile. Yeah, I know. Okay, this would be good to get. I can just tap it lightly. Ah, shit, he got in the way. Of course he did. Oh. All the trick shots in the world won't help you, buddy. Talk about throwing for content. That's the AI right now, dude. How has he not won this whole game yet? Ugh. You can see how much trouble I'm having aiming because the D-pad isn't quite working right. I don't know what it is about this particular thing, but yeah, it's not perfect. Ah, fuck. Oh, no. Almost. Yeah, 1995 AI does take pity on me. It's doing all these calculations right now as to how it could possibly salvage itself and, you know, be at a level where I can actually contend with it. You know, primitive rubber banding, if you will. Thank you. We're working on it. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try and get it in the fucking slot over here. Go for it. Ah! Oh! Hey, there we go. I made it. Alright. Okay. Stay away from the 8-ball. Alright. I say try this. Oh, almost. He's in a pretty rough spot here too. Thankfully I'm kind of putting him in a rough spot with most of these shots. Oh, dude, you're not getting it in there. No way. How the fuck are you gonna do that? Oh, that's it's not quite right yet. Okay, almost there. So obviously, you don't want to hit the black ball because that'll be a penalty. So I'm guessing the best thing to do is a rebound shot from here if I can. Nice and powerful, of course. Go for it. Nice. Oh, and... Oh, almost. Almost. Alright, we're back in business. I say... Thank you, thank you. Nip that just in the corner. Oh, black ball, no. Okay, okay. Well, I might have lined him up quite nicely here, though. We'll see. Oh, thank you, thank you. Nice of the AI to help me out. They really are throwing, huh? Time for me to call my shot. Let's say... in here. All throwing. Yeah, absolutely. AI throwing big time. Oh, okay, okay. Not in yet, but might get him in there in a moment. Why are they so eager to give me $100,000? I couldn't possibly tell you. You know how to play pool against me? Will you, Pinky? I don't know. That might be quite an ordeal. How long are you planning to stay for? hope you got time on your hands, dude. My brain doesn't soak in information easily. I say it does when I'm interviewing for jobs, but in reality, it's like a total sieve. Like it just goes straight back out. All right, go. Yeah. We gotta get an instant replay of that. Look at this beautiful shot. Yeah. I see. Anyway, there we go. We won 2 games easily. Thanks to the AI being completely stupid.
You haven't changed a bit. You know, I gotta tell you, I originally joined Big G because I was envious of you as a pool player. I thought I could be big in a different way. I'll teach you this time. But I guess you've proven me wrong. Big G? Well, I guess he's over at that other pool hall of his. Here's the address. I guess your boy will be there too.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough Minnesota facts for now. We'll probably play this one again soon. We'll watch the rest of the FMV at least, I guess. Oh yes, this idiot. Nice girls. That guy was the understudy for Jabba the Hutt in Star Wars Broadway adaptation. I'd believe it. I'd believe it.
Yeah, we made some serious bucks together.
I want to see the game going on behind you.
Since you're here, I'd like to cut you in too. You know, make you part of the winning team.
Women leave immediately.
What you think about over a little friendly game of pool, huh? Come on.
We cannot have women in the room when men are playing pool. Come on. Everybody knows that, Pinky. Men have business to talk about here. Anyway, I'll probably go back to this one again soon. Let's save a state, shall we? So we can jump back in next time if we need. All right, so back to Virtua Racing. I'm going to up the difficulty when I get back in, so I can maybe have a bit more going on in terms of stuff to do. Just scan my stuff again. One second. Every time I insert a new game on this emulator, I gotta rescan. Very cumbersome, but it's fine. Come on. Almost there. Sounding more and more like Power Nelson. How so? I shudder to think of how that happened. Did you know if you attach a cloth to a pool cue, it becomes a spear? I did not. I'm not even sure how to pronounce that word, so I'm not sure of many things. Knoif. So Knoif? Knife. Oh, knife as in knife like how the British say it. Yeah, all the Australians. Yes. You got a license for that knife. Can't have women in the room. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. That was a Nelson tier line. All right, so options. Let's have medium, shall we? Not hard, medium, medium. Okay, let's see if that makes things a bit more interesting, hopefully. People always get the Australian and British accents confused. I don't really hear it myself, but I guess there are some similarities. Hey, where's my save data? I just fucking made some. One second. I might have loaded it incorrectly. Where the fuck did I save this file? It's this one. Just drop it in this one. There we go. I don't know why it's not loading my data, but I have an idea. Recently learned that it's Melbourne. Really? It's not Melbourne. I didn't know that. So it's pronounced Melbourne? Sometimes when I'm abroad, people ask me if I'm Australian. Hello. What happened to the Virtua Racing / pooling? Hello, never. We have been pooling for a bit, but I'm just loading up Virtua Racing again now because I had to switch games for a moment. Hold on, so I have to change my resolution again. Bear with the scuff for just a moment. It should be, if I load it back up, it should be here. Okay, rescan. And there it is. Okay, let's load it up again. They can pronounce mayonnaise, and Brits don't care as the language is of their origin. That's true. That's true. How are you meant to say it? Which variety of scuff did you get to enjoy today? Oh, a bunch of it. Lots of controller scuff, certainly. There may be more controller scuff to come. And at least one crash, and yeah, somebody, I think Flamebird, or no, I think it was Talking Trash redeemed the stop playing this redeem, so I had to play some pool for a little while, and yes, we're going right back to the scuff now. So back to the Saturn VR port. I hope I've got my save data this time. I'm very confused as to where it might have gone. Okay, press start. Well, that's true. Yeah. I was indecently unskilled this time. Even worse than normal. Alright, to medium. And to Grand Prix mode. I'm pretty sure I at least made a save state, so I must be able to load it if I can't get my cartridge RAM to load. There it is. Okay, it's back. Alright. Amazon Falls, we did that one, I think. We did those two. Big Forest is up next. The official first track. That's right. Yes. You got what you paid for, Talking Trash. And yes, we got a new car this time. We got the stock car, I think it was. This was the first track in the arcade game, of course. It's the third track in this one. Yeah, so cheap. I might rename that to like Pool Break or something, and just make it like a different pool game each time. Just to make sure people get their money's worth for their blood pressure. I mean, it's certainly better than the old Come On Baby redeem, certainly. That's right, Pinky. Hell yeah. Oh, look at this beautiful car, Pinky. Does this not meet your standards? Surely it does. Oh yeah, let's zoom out. Does that redeem? Oh, it can include Come On Baby, I suppose, if you want it to. But for now, I'm not going to play Come On Baby because I know that takes like a million years to set up, controller-wise, as you know as well. That's magenta? Nah, come on, that's surely pink. That's pink as hell. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-dam. So you can see there's quite a lot of pop-in on this game with stuff in the distance, but the actual frame rate and all that is pretty smooth. The old Saturn's trying its best here. Okay, there we go. Got 6th. Oh, there we go. Actually used a brake. Oh, okay, there we go. Pinky coming in with the hex codes here. Fair enough, fair enough. But yes, this is yet another car that is not in the arcade game. I think the Grand Prix mode is kind of a showcase mode of all the new stuff they added. Oh my god. This is like kind of wild to control though. It feels almost like you're on water or something. Exodus. What? I guess just numbers then. Obviously, yeah, it's not hex. RGB. That's it. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. Sorry. I used the wrong word. I should know. I certainly work with fucking number codes enough doing art stuff. But brain is kind of shutting down lately. In fact, it's been shut down the whole stream. I'm still kind of sleepy. I had a fairly busy day today, but like I still wanted to stream this anyway. So I'm pushing forward even with my one brain wrinkle overclocked right now. Hope the waging treated you well as well, Never. Okay, let's go over here. Let's go over here. I know the brain wrinkle is trying. It's trying. What I noticed about the pink car is the stock car is it jumps all the fucking time. So when you're on like little ramps and stuff, it will take no excuse to jump in the air. Happy to do it anytime. Currently in 4th. Oh, 3rd. There we go. Reaching that classic podium. The engine noise is a little bit better on the stock car as well compared to the other one. But it's still not great. It's still nowhere near as good as the arcade one. But yes, the backstory of this game is that it was made by entirely different developers since Sega was too busy at the time to do this port themselves. And that leads to it feeling very different at points. But it still aesthetically looks exactly like Virtua Racing, and it's still quite fun to play. I love when the music stops and you're just left with that lovely engine, which just sounds like a vibrating robot here. Doesn't sound as farty as the last one, at least. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Stuck on the grass. Okay, and there we go. Where is everybody? Looks like, yeah, the next guy ahead of me is the blue one, who is way ahead of me. Oh, there we go. Definitely not a bad game for the time when early 3D games were so rare in general. but yeah, shows its age in kind of a charming way. Okay. Bah. Can't hear the game at all. Really? Really? Is it too low? Yeah, I think it is quite low. I think I may have lowered the volume a bit for Minnesota Fats. Oh, there's a nice crash for you. Excuse me. I'll bring it up a bit. Please bear with me. To apologize about that. Okay, that should be better. I should be able to hear the glorious farty engine now. Oh my god, everybody's crashing into me. That's what I get for stopping. Driving an EV. I might as well be, yeah. I might need to adjust the controls a bit after this race is done. They're still a bit fucked up, but they're okay. Okay, oh my god, the camera. Keep switching it by mistake somehow. Ba 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 ba. Alright, fourth again. There's still time, there's still... I love... oh god, there's not time, there's not time. Yeah, that's true, that's true. Successors and predecessors. Saturn had some very rough conversions of racing games, and they had like the bad Daytona USA port. That was a launch title, of course. Everybody knows about that one. And they also had a very bad port of the first Wipeout as well. Though the second Wipeout was very good on it. By that point, they'd kind of figured out the hardware enough, but the first one had the typical terrible draw distance, all that shit. Saturn was just kind of notorious for having racing games that ran at like 5 FPS and with a draw distance of like 10 centimeters, but thankfully this, despite being a bit primitive looking, did manage to do a lot better in some of those respects. The main critique that people threw at this one when it came out is that it just didn't handle much like the original, which is true. You know, it just does not. It does feel like driving a different game, and all the vehicles control pretty differently as well. But you know, they were working with what they could actually do, though, considering Sega gave them no source code whatsoever, and they just had to guess essentially. For that reason, they didn't do half bad. Anyway, there's a fourth. That's not podium, but, you know, I can do better. I might make a little adjustment here. Yeah, we'll save, sure. Save to the cartridge RAM. Oh, absolutely. Cinematic 12 FPS bullshit. Yeah. Big time. Just do whatever you gotta do to actually have the frame rate be good, you know? Okay, so I'm just gonna fuck with the controls a little bit more now that I've saved. I'll save a state too, I suppose, just to be safe. Okay, so bear with me. So just enjoy watching the skulls go up and down while I mess with the emulator controls. Come on. Yeah, there's a very cool flat shaded indie game, isn't there? I think Hot Shot Racing, I think that was the one. That was very cool. That kind of had the same style as this one. Okay, let's just switch it up to this one. Why am I fucking the controls? They asked for it. They consented. Don't worry. Hello, Mechanica. Welcome. Good to see you. Doing well. Thanks for joining us. All right. Let's jump back in now. The controls have been fucked. Actually, the controls already were fucked, and they're being unfucked now, if anything. When I was configuring for the pool game, I messed some stuff up with the directions. But we should be fine now. We should be fine. Some modern racing games love to flaunt around advanced graphic stuff. That, like, look out, our grass has shadows. Yeah, if you're looking at the grass, you've lost. If you're looking at the shadows cast by the grass, then you're definitely lost. They definitely put fun first in this one, and it paid off. Let's see, have the volume about here, I think that's alright. Right, back to Grand Prix mode. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? The controls are still fucked. I keep missing something. There's definitely something going on with this emulator that's like not quite saving them. Alright, I'm gonna do it while the game's running. Bear with me. I think I have to set it to per game control or per game configuration, or it won't do it. Alright, here, just take that away. So much scuff, so little time. But yeah, it's definitely like sums up, I guess, why racing games were so important in the last few gens back in the day. Because yeah, they gave you a showcase graphically, but were also very fast and very demanding on how on the hardware and how they could render things. And yeah, if you're doing a cinematic 12 FPS on a racing game, then it's missing the point. Hence why the Saturn Daytona was not very good. Okay, for the love of God, what do I need to do here? So, tick every box, I guess. Okay. Just make sure all of these are ticked. I think I figured it out, maybe. Is RTX on? Oh, yes. Original hardware is behaving erratically. It is. Very erratically. RTX, if I turned RTX on, I don't know what would happen. It might all go wrong. Hold on, why did I just ticked every box and then they all unticked themselves? Oh my god. The design of this emulator is absolute bullshit. Of this hardware, I should say. I mean, it's like a front end though, so I guess technically it's kind of a fucking thrown together mess anyway, just to make it work. Okay, everything is set up. Everything's good, I think. So I'm gonna try it. Save per game input, please. Alright, I'm gonna open the game again, and this time it'll work. I think, probably, maybe. Okay. Let's have a sip. I apologize for the relative lack of racing at the moment. We're getting into it now. The full name of this game is Time Warner Interactive's VR Virtual Racing, which is to differentiate it from the other versions. It's kind of like their own take on it rather than anything else, you know? Although it was kind of just considered a port back in the day. I like that they put their name on it. Yeah, you won't forgive? Is that so? Okay, this is completely hopeless. It won't fucking remember the controls every single time I save them. It just goes back to what I had before. You know what, Mechanica? I've tried using the wheel and that didn't work either. I actually tried before stream. I just can't make this game happy, so fuck it. It's a cool looking menu, definitely. I like the. I bet you appreciate it as a mechanic, certainly. All right. Well, we'll just continue with fuck controls because I can't get the right controls to work. All right, Alpine.
The Alpine course is an absolutely beautiful track.
It is.
It takes someone with ice water in their veins to get through it unscathed.
Uh-oh.
You better slap on some high traction studded snow tires because nobody ice skates backwards at 150 miles an hour.
The ice level.
We got turns and we got ice and snow. So buckle up, babies, and get ready to freeze.
Well, for this one, Pinky, I'll blame it being an ice stage on the bad controls. Play on the keyboard. That is an option, I suppose. God, it's so annoying. I had the controls basically working earlier, but I fucked them so I could play pool, and I was not able to unfuck them. Oh, thank you, Mandy, for the hydrate. Now, what's this weird music? Okay, I'll stretch. Ugh. Sounds like Devo. Alright, let's go. Okay, this way. Alright, now we'll catch up. Let's go. And welcome in. I am de-shrimping myself right now. It's as simple as that. Music's really good in this one. Like the guitar arrangements of all the tracks and stuff. Oh, I can't go in there. Damn. If my head covered that, then my head would be in the top corner, which would be a bit strange. But yeah, it's a little strange, huh? Yeah, it's a smooth one. It's pretty good for 1995. I think the smoothness comes from the fact that they don't have to do much texture mapping or anything, you know? You only get the occasional frame drop, really. Okay, here we go. Up to 9th. It's definitely a little on the jankier side compared to the arcade version and the recent Switch port, but it's quite enjoyable to play so far. And I always heard it was quite bad, but I've been enjoying it. I think Virtua Racing diehards just don't really like this one because it doesn't technically share the same code, you know? Yeah, no pixel scaling to compute. Exactly. Oh, absolutely, yeah. No kidding, Mechanica. But dude, there's racing games coming out right now that probably have less SBF than this. Okay, up to 7th. It's kind of like a slight ace in the hole that Sega had at the time because they had Virtua Fighter as well back in 1995, and that was also a game that the Saturn could pull off fairly easily because, you know, it's an old game with no textures, you know. But eventually, when the gen moved on a bit more, like they had to push the Saturn even further and get some actual textures on these things. Hot Wheels Unleashed, yeah. God, that game. Not only was the frame rate not very good, but the nouveau on it was not helping matters. And obviously, I'm still bitter that it deleted my save file. Not much coming back from that. I think it's another 10 Napa probably. Oh, a saxophone. Get a sitcom intro. Alright, here we go. It's quite fun going on the icy bits, actually. Oh, right. If you wanna lose a bit of money for no gain whatsoever, you can get it 75% off. There's like 100 bits of DLC for it, though, isn't there? Like, you're obviously not getting the full package. Game's a bit of a rip-off, for sure. A bit of a grift. But then again, a lot in gaming these days is. Okay, here we go. Hit little tree, but it's okay. I know, a lot of DLC. Absolute shysters, dude. They're just nickel and diming all the kids, you know? That's like, I guess that's a key ingredient to making a racing game these days, huh? Let's get in front of him. 67 individual items. Wow. That's a nice healthy amount of DLC, isn't it? For a game that barely fucking worked when it came out. I don't know if it ever got updated. I don't think the de novo ever got taken out, to my knowledge. Okay, this way, this way, this way. Ah, oh, come on. 4th place is not that far ahead of me. I should be able to get in. Just got to drive well for a little while. There he is, there he is, there he is. Maybe? I think that's him. Nope, it's not him. Just the NPC car. Ah! Yeah, I'm not about to play Hot Wheels Unleashed again, especially with all the bullshit that they'll probably tell me to buy as soon as I turn the game on, you know? Oh, you need this DLC for this car. Or you can attempt to roll over this loot box, and it'll be all that kind of bullshit, from what I remember. Okay, hopefully the orange guy up ahead of me is the next guy. Shit. Back on the ice. Have you heard of a game called Radical Bikers? Yes, I have. That's the pizza delivery game, isn't it? Where you're riding the bike. I played it ages ago. I should probably play that one again. It's quite fun. I think it was the first ever Wacky Wednesday stream, actually, if I recall correctly. The first ever time I played some weird, obscure racing game, as opposed to a classic, you know? So that was like, yeah, that was probably like I don't know, a couple months after I started streaming or something. I should definitely play it again. It's very good fun. I love the music too. I don't think I beat it either. I think I fucked up on the last stage. Because the timing requirements get very tricky. But yeah, it's good. I think I played it once as a kid too, in like an airport or something. De novo on site, we lose the anchor and flare the sail. Absolutely. I would not. I'm not about to pay for that in any game. Okay, I've been stuck in 5th place for some time here. I don't know if I can make it. Just the final lap. No, we're still in it. We're still in it. You played it at an actual pizza place. Hell yeah. As you should. As you should. That's like perfect. I think I've already got the Assetto Corsa DLC, I think. I remember I grabbed some a while ago. I'm sure it's fairly good stuff. I know certain brands of car are locked to the DLC. Is it all the Ferraris that are locked to the DLC? I've not played Super GT. Oh, Scud Race I have. Yeah, Scud Race I have actually. I'm more used to it under that name because that's what it was called over here. I played it once on stream, I think. Again, that was a long time ago too, because that's kind of a nostalgic one for me. I got to it pretty quick. I should probably play that again soon. The Sega Model 3, of course, classic. That was only like a year after this, I think. That was a pretty crazy time in gaming, certainly. Lots of evolutions happening all at once. Yeah. It was one of my favorites too. I loved it. I thought it was so impressive at the time. It looks better than a lot of PS2 games, you know? God, I just cannot stop crashing here. We're having a good run, but it appears to be struggling here. If I was able to unfuck the controls and sort out the dodgy D-pad I have at the moment, I might be able to do a little better. Oh yeah, definitely some better than some PS3 games. Oh, we made it to 4th! Top 4 is always possible. Oh, come on. Is that Is that third? Nope, that's just a guy. Of no consequence. Oh. No! Oh, my top 4! Ah! Through for content again. The classic game over there. Well, top 5 was possible, but that's about all I can say for it. Oh, that was fun. But yeah, I used to play Scud Race in the arcade a lot, and that and Sega Touring Car were the ones that always popped up around here. Let's save. Alright, I'm going to attempt to fix the controls one more time. Just one more. Let me see if I can figure this out at all here. So if I go to configurator and load the pad controls one more time. Oh, hello! Kaiden, welcome in. Welcome in, you guys. Hope you had a good stream. What are you up to? I'm just fixing up something, and I'll be back streaming Virtua Racing in just a moment. There's Kaiden. We're doing Neo. Nice. Neo 2. Excellent. Hope you had a fun time. Let's set this to the steering wheel. Okay. Select this one. Got your ass beaten by a pig. Oh, that does not sound pleasant. I'm sorry to hear it. Can I save this? Yeah, save it. Okay, I think maybe we're good. Set on Mednever? No, that's fine. I was looking at some old footage of the game, and there's another Sega game called Scud for the Saturn. Looks interesting. Really? Is there? Ah. I wonder if it's it might be in the same series. I don't think it's the exact same game. There might be. I know they were planning to port it to the Dreamcast for a little while, actually, which is interesting. But I think that one ended up getting cancelled. Okay. Set the controls again. Okay. Oh, I think we're getting there. Scuff Race. And thank you, Zom, for the follow. I remember when I streamed it, people were calling it Scuff Race, like, immediately. I wasn't even that scuffed back then, but people were already ready. Okay, so set all these fucking controls again to that. Okay, C. I need that to set to C. I did stream it. It's probably on the YouTube somewhere. Give me a second, actually. I might be able to find it for you. 1 second. Yeah, here you go. It was some time back. It was the 14th of September 2021. Your memory hold it. There you go. Completely different. Scud the Disposable. Oh, I see. Scud the Disposable Assassin. I thought you were talking about Scud Race by Sega. Or maybe you were and we changed topics. I don't know. No, Super GT. It's the same game, right? It was called like Sega Super GT other places, wasn't it? Or am I going insane? Oh no! If I Google Sega Super GT, yeah, no, it is the same game. It is the same game. Yeah. I talk about being memory hold. I'm memory holding myself here. Oh, okay. Yes. There you go. It's fun. That was a long time ago, huh? 2021. Its 2-year anniversary is coming up pretty soon, actually. Okay, so I think I've set the controls now. Right. The other Scud showed up. I see. I thought it might be that. That makes sense. So young and youthful. I don't know about youthful. I think he looked even older back then. Certainly. Okay. Will you remember my controls now? Please? Please remember? Okay, I'm going to close it, open it back up. Open up Joypad. Please tell me you're remembering. Please tell me. Full of hopes and dreams. Yes, he certainly was. He certainly was. Still had plenty of classic racing games to play. For some reason, it just can't remember my controls. I don't know why. I don't know what the fuck happened. It was fine at the start of the stream, but as soon as I switched it to a normal control pad for the pool one, as opposed to the 3D pad, it's been fucking up. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know at all. Enable this device. Enable this input device. Yeah, do it. Do it. Is there a hidden apply button? Maybe. Steering wheel. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Analog left and right. Did you manage to get back into that YouTube account? Not yet. I still need to set up my old PC and try and go through that. See if I can find some shit for it, because I know my old password and stuff is on there. In theory. Okay, just set analog left, analog right. Okay. That's okay, Token Trash. That's okay. My stream would have got fucked anyway. Let's face it. I don't think there's an apply button, but I must be doing something wrong here. I must be like closing it and it's forgetting all my stuff. Something like that. I'm just gonna make sure everything's ticked before I close this window, and we'll see if it works. Tick everything. Sega Saturn emulation is kind of fucky. Are you winning? No. I'm certainly winning this menu right now. Okay. I'll just leave it open. I won't even bother closing the controls menu. I'll just leave it open, and hope for the best. Okay, so we're loading back in again. You're asking the wrong guy to define winning. Yeah, you have to report the tag. I can't be a scuff sessional if I'm not scuffing at least once a stream. Okay, I think we're back in the game. Yes, okay, the controls are working right. Oh my god, that took a long time. Okay. Now, let's try this. Okay. I can actually use my control stick properly now. I was really struggling to use the fucking D-pad. Okay, where were we? Diablo Canyon? We haven't done that one yet. Let's give it a shot.
Diablo means devil, and that's who must have designed this US track within this Grand Prix circuit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Massive rock cliffs rising up from the floor of Diablo Canyon. This is one of the most treacherous courses on the tour.
Well, after I fuck this up, I'll have no excuses.
U-turns and a curious detour. I wouldn't use the helicopter view, or you'll look like sausage pizza against those rocks.
Bit of good advice there. Don't use the camera angles. Well, you won't be able to see yourself. I like the game kind of lampshading itself there. I assume the car probably doesn't render the best if you do that. Oh, here we go. Right, where's the camera control? There we go. don't want to go that close. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Come on. You wouldn't do that to me, would you, Pinky? Bada 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 bada. I can only get the 2 camera angles here, but this one works okay. Nice jump. Okay, big drift, big drift. Don't get stuck in the sand. Alright, I'm gonna get first place here, just you watch. So there's 10 laps of mayhem. Oh, this is the pit stop! I didn't even realise. Well, that's not good for me. We lost a bit of time there. Fuck it. Let's put the space cam back on. Yeah, there's a pit stop in this game. I don't know what the purpose of it is. I've never really had to use it, even in the arcade version, but I think there must be a way to damage yourself, like, that you need it for some reason. Oh my god, this thing's so wild. Okay. Okay, bring the camera back in. Look at this crazy drifting here. Truly pro shit. Oh no, that's the pit stop again! No! Oh cool, I just phased through the wall, that's fine. That's what I get for panicking. I almost did it again, but I'm fine. Thanks. Yeah, you can thank the game for that one. I should have just crashed into a wall, but thankfully I phased through it. God bless early 3D. Okay, here we go. They're safe! Hell yeah! Oh my god! That's too fast! Oh no. Now we're in 9th. That's even worse. I need to keep the space cam on, I think. I can't keep track of what's ahead of me otherwise. Oh god! I love the gear shifting noise, it's so weird. The 5 second. No! You get 5 seconds of butter rock, that's all. What's that YouTube link mechanic at? Do I dare hover over it? Oh, that one. Yeah, I remember that clip. Yeah, that's me. Going accidentally into the pit stop every time. Just as I was starting to go up in positions as well. Well, there's still a chance. You get your 5 seconds of butt rock. Sometimes it's like 2 seconds. It's but yeah, here we go. Do I see the next guy? There he is. Got a lot of catching up to do. Oh, fuck! We're back on the ground. Oh, this is not going well. Can I do 5 more laps of this? I'm not sure. I might rage quit. The VR blimp. Looking great. Okay, okay, okay. And come on, speed! Give it all to me! Fuck! Oh my god! The collision on the cars is so tricky, dude. Come on. They keep pulling in front of me, the absolute bastards. Come on. And okay, okay. How many laps we got? 4 left, I think. Should be enough time for a recovery. If I can just stop crashing. What? Huh? Oh, dude, it's so fucked. How am I hitting these people? Come on, come on. My fucking slow ass brain today can't deal with all this. I need a nap. I'm in ninth. It keeps getting worse. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, and if anybody's got any brain RAM, they can send me. Donations are accepted. Top 10, top 10, we can do it. Yeah, there's still time. There's still time. Just don't hit this guy. There we go. There we go. We're in 7th. There's another guy. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. Just driving through the desert. Nice and chill. Shit. Come on, come on. My brain is so fried. Could definitely serve it at a barbecue right now. Ah, fuck, I'm in the pit stop again. Well, lads, I'm back again. Work your magic. Well, that's nice. Let's just go back to arcade mode after this and just try and play the game regularly. I can't deal with all this. I don't like how the car controls, and he just keeps crashing into absolutely everything, and everybody keeps pulling in front of me. Yeah. Good thing I have a team of men to do that for me. Gotta keep them earning their paychecks. Oh, come on. Yeah, my tires are so fucked up, man. I'm hitting the brake too much. You may not believe it, but it's true. Okay, here's the final lap. Oh no, no, not again! Into the void! Well, if you don't want a tyre change, that's one way to assure that you don't get one. You can just drive into that rock and it'll teleport you. Yeah, yeah, it's a nice shortcut. Thank you, BB. Welcome, welcome. Oh boy. This is a very interesting version of the game, certainly. A speedrun trick, yeah. It's not hard to break apart completely if you try. If only I could use these shortcuts in a slightly faster fashion. It's nice that they added so much extra content to this version, but admittedly, might take a little while for me to get used to it because I'm used to original Virtua Racing, and this is all very new to me. That's true. That's true. No, braking is not easy for me. I believe people when they say it's real, but I can't say I've ever seen it myself. have the camera right up the car's ass again. I think you could only use this car on the Grand Prix mode, I think, right? Or can you switch? I'm not sure. So I believe maybe I can switch it out. Currently I only have this car in the go-kart though, on the Saturn version. I think maybe you unlock another car if you keep playing. I'm not entirely sure. Going into it pretty much blind in terms of the Grand Prix, but yeah, this is the most recently unlocked car anyway. Okay, well, I'll hopefully get 7th. There we go. Don't think I'll bother saving on this one. Let's have a look. I might see if I can figure this out. So, there's some options on the menu here. Don't bother saving, it's fine. So there's track, gearbox, and team. Although I'm not sure how to move down. To this one? Now the current controls I have, I'm not sure how to go back to team and all that, but I don't think you can actually change the car, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's teams in this one. They're all called like weird names. Hold on a sec. Down is not down. Because I've got the controller set up kind of strange, it's not up either. So I've been playing. I'm playing with the racing controller mapped to a regular controller here, but I can't seem to get down. I was able to get down earlier, but not anymore. America, easy. Let's reset. That's an easy enough way to deal with it. And we'll see about using a traditional car. Ba, 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 ba. But yes, there's like 100 different versions of this game, and this is sometimes called the worst. I don't think I agree. I think it's quite good, but it's definitely probably the hardest to get to grips with the physics and the controls and stuff. But that might just be an issue that people who've played it before have. So you kind of you go in expecting a certain style. Let's try arcade mode then. We'll just drive with the opening sequence. Sounds like the start of Money for Nothing. Yeah, it does. It does. I too want my MTV. Okay, here we go. Let's do Bay Bridge. You can only pick the 3 arcade tracks in this one. So let's try Bay Bridge and Acropolis. And we'll do manual transmission for ultimate power. That's the way you do it. Get your money for nothing and your chicks for free. What a bang of a song. Alright. More fucking with the controls here. Alright, Bay Bridge, manual, and go. Alright, hit the right button that time. There we go. And now it shows me the video, of course.
Get ready to rock and roll across the Bay Bridge.
This is like the
scream on and off the freeways in that city by the bay.
It's the most iconic Virtua Racing track for me. I always remember the seagulls at the start and stuff. And Big Bridge.
For a crazy little maze of exits and
Oh yes.
And if you're lucky, you'll make it back to the bridge to do it all over again.
I'm sure I will. I think because we're in regular arcade mode, there won't be quite as many laps now as well. So we'll see what happens. Here we go. Traditional Virtua Racing now. As it was done in this game anyway. Let's go, let's go, let's go! I wonder if I'll be any better, considering this is like base game stuff. I guess that answers that. Off the grass, please. Get used to manual again. Timer, of course, is pretty strict in this mode. As opposed to the original mode, the Grand Prix mode, which I think the timer's pretty relaxed, actually. Pretty hard to get timed out. It's very easy in this mode, there. Right, there we go, top 10. Ah, shit! Admire the cute cows over there. I love the butt rock sample here. Shit, into the palm tree. Cow spotted. Yes, the tree. The very same. I always like when you hit a palm tree in this game. A single coconut always falls down on top of you. Come on, back up, back up. Ah, shit. So yeah, this is pretty fucky to get to jump into. Because it just controls like weird, you know? There's a little bit of like latency to it, I guess, compared to regular VR, regular Virtua Racing, that is. I might try again though. Oh, I've gone into replay mode. Cool. Let's try one more time, and maybe I'll see if I've completely lost my touch, or if I can jump back into one of the old versions and still be good. Let's try the first stage, the easy one. Well, allegedly. Wait, that's the second stage still, Bay Bridge. Ah, fuck it. It doesn't matter. We're trying again anyway. I'm gonna make my brain winkle do the work here. The seagulls disperse. Let's go. Good start. Alright, we're in business. Let's go. Ah, fuck, and of course there's an immediate crash. Hey, I did like 3 good seconds there. There's just something about the AI cars in this. They seem like they're always about to hit you, you know? They're kind of drawn to you, like magnets. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. The copium is off the charts here. Sound like I'm talking to a police officer or something. Like, oh yeah, it was their fault. They were heading towards me. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. What am I doing? Why have I stopped? I don't know what happened there. I think I pressed some kind of wrong button. Maybe that was the first ever discovery of the brake on the history of this channel. Come on, come on, come on. I'm always hovering around 10th place. Oh, dude. Yeah, the controls just aren't tight on this game, you know? I think if you play it enough, you can get used to it. At least from what I've read. Like, that's people that have become pretty good at this. There's some speedruns and stuff. But, I don't know, dude. For me, it just, it feels very loosey-goosey. I have an idea, though. So, alright, I'm going to rage quit. I'm going to rage quit. I'm going to see if I can play the Switch version, actually, because I have that. See if I can just get the video connected. I want to see if I'm still good at it, or if my brain's just too tired to play Virtua Racing right now. That's quite possible too. But hold on 1 second. I can just hook up the wire here. We can jump over. The Switch version came out, I think, last year, and ported by the AN2 division themselves, or M2, I think they're called these days. Well, I apologise for the buzz, everybody. I didn't think it would make a noise. Let's see, how do I disable that? Enjoy the pain, everybody. Well, I made it louder. I'm redefining the art of torturing my own viewers here. I don't know why you're putting up with this. Okay, hold on. I was just looking for my HDMI cable. It's around here somewhere. It's this one, I think. Yes, this one here. Okay, bear with me, everybody. I'll have it up on the screen in a moment. Oh, this is Dreamcast cable, actually. This ain't the right one at all. Well, damn, I am incorrect. Fuck, I've got like so many fucking cables here. I don't know if I have it. Well, maybe too late for me. No, I think it's missing in action, unfortunately. The cable I need. Oh well, let's just wrap up, shall we? Thank you for the hydrate too, I'll have a sip. Well, thank you all for joining me for the festivities today. It was good fun. I wanted to look at the Switch version, but I'll do that on another stream. I think there's no particular hurry. We can get to it. So yes, that is a much better way of playing Virtua Racing. I want to give this one a try though. I think I just need to get some kind of control setup that actually works. I'm gonna try and actually use my racing wheel with it because I wasn't able to get it to work for today's stream, but I think in my own time when I revisit this Saturn one, I'll definitely try and get it working with the wheel properly because it does support the wheel, but the methods of input just weren't working for me when I was playing it earlier. Obviously, modern racing wheels don't always play well with classic means of using them. That's just how it goes sometimes. But yeah, it's a good game for sure. Very solid, good version of VR for 1995. Very smooth to play, and still has the same aesthetic. Very well done. But yeah, I would say I personally prefer the Switch and 32X versions. But like this one definitely has its appeal. Oh, dude, no way. Bloom's playing Pebble Beach Golf Links. I was shitting on that one earlier. Maybe we should go raid him then. That was also a Saturn game, although I think he's playing the Genesis version. But yeah, let's raid Professor Bloom. I have a bit of a guilty pleasure for golf games, admittedly. I'm a strange guy. Pool games and golf games are my weaknesses. Anyway, we'll go raid Bloom, and I'll see you guys again soon. I think I'll stream Wednesday. I'll tweet something when I know what I'm streaming. If I don't, I will definitely stream Friday. And thank you, Kaiden. Thank you for the raid also. But I will be back again soon. So I'll see you guys soon. And yeah, let's go hang out with Bloom for a bit. And have a lovely rest of your evening, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you soon. Raid message is, I don't know, a Spike Wiggly or something. And yeah, see you later. So take care, everyone. Let's go.